is Nasra, and I would like to share my experience of Dan Lok's high ticket closer program. So how exactly did I come across this program? So this is a brief background of how I came across it, and actually it was through my husband. So my husband and I previously, I wanted to invest in a business, and my husband wanted to, he was more interested in looking for a mentor and, going through the mentorship of someone in business, and as opposed to just starting their own business and trying and failing. So I remember that my husband read FU Money and the Dan Lok's book, FU Money book. I'd highly recommend that you guys should read that, whoever is watching the video. So after he read the book, and he was like very interested in the book and what Dan Lok had to say in that book, and he was like, you know what, read a couple of chapters. So he sent me a couple of chapters, and I actually liked it, but I wasn't convinced. So my husband went ahead and looked more into Dan Lok and found the high ticket closer program, and he told me that he wanted to invest in it. I wasn't sure about it, and I remember I wasn't really, I was still skeptical about it, but I didn't want to be in his way of, looking for success and finding success. So I supported him through that. And I remember one day my husband was listening to this 6 Steps to 6 Figures, and I asked him, is that the program? And he's like, no, this is just a bonus that we get once you enroll in the program. So I was like, wow, interesting. So I listened to it, and because I wanted to start my own business and I had a lot of questions, Dan Lok gave a lot of value in those, in that program itself, and that's how I began. My fears went away. If this was the right decision or not, I knew from then on that there's something here. There's something, there's a lot to learn from Dan Lok. So after the first class started, I remember that of course they were not supposed to share the information with anyone, but through Dan Lok, he actually accepted for students who have spouses to share with their spouses. So I was very eager to learn, and I remember I was so interested in learning that I did every assignment when my husband was taking the course. So I did go through the course myself, and I remember I used to do all the assignments, but I didn't submit them, of course, but so that's how I came to find out initially about HCC. So when I went through the program, I found that it was more, how can I put this? It was more real for me once you're going through it, once you're actually in the process, once you're actually, submitting and sharing your information and everything. And I'm so grateful for Dan Lok for giving me the opportunity to do that. And one of the most powerful things that I've actually learned throughout this course was the mindset, changing of mindset. I had a lot of limiting beliefs, and I had a lot of, I used to blame everything around me, I can't do this because my environment is like this, because I have this obstacle in my way. So he really helped. He guided us actually to get rid of those, it's up to you to get rid of those, that mindset, but he guided us, and I'm very happy that he actually went through the mindset. So the first few weeks, you'll be learning about mindset, like how to shift your mindset if you don't have the correct mindset. And that was really powerful for me, and that is something that you carry on throughout, your journey, not only in high ticket closing program, but throughout life. And for me, if you don't have the right mindset, you're not really going to be successful. There is no success without right mindset. So another thing that was the course itself, like learning the skill itself, is so practical. Before, I had the fears of, is this going to be practical? Is this, is it going to benefit us at the end of the course? Are we going to be able to, use this out there? And once you go through the course, you will know what I'm talking about. You'll be able to apply the skills wherever, in each and every situation, not only in your, the career path that you're going to choose as a closer. And this was something that is beyond my imagination or expectation. I just thought I was going to learn a bit of, sales. That's it, tactics, objections, and you learn all that, but in a different way, in a higher capacity. So another thing that I really value in this course, or I love in this course, is the support you get from the students and the Dan Lok's team, the staff themselves and the students. There's a lot of support where everybody is rooting for you to, be the best you can be, be the best version of yourself, and everybody is there to go with you through the struggles, as opposed to the real world where people are always in your ear. You can't do this, you can't do that, and oh, this is not possible, oh, you can't be, being rich or, wanting to success is something that is far off your reach, just live an average life, and, this is what people around you say. And when you go to actually Dan Lok's the family group, this is something extraordinary, that you don't find any negativity, you don't find anyone putting anyone down. Everybody is like, lifting each other up, and through this journey of success. So another thing that I would say that you learn about, that I've benefited from is, the practicing of the skill you're learning. A lot of programs out there, like, you learn the skill and it's up to you to, go practice. There's no sense of direction. The thing that I loved about this course is that there is a sense of direction. What steps of what you should do, like when you learn the skill, okay, how do I know I'll be good enough? So there is something called role plays, where we actually practice with other students what we've actually been taught, and you actually perfect your skills. And this experience goes on for, as long as you're in the HTC family. So that's high ticket closer family. So that's something that is really valuable for somebody to be a high ticket closer, or wherever it is, for business owners who are taking this course. They can get to pitch this, sell their product, hypothetically sell it, and you get to practice. And that's something that's really beneficial for me. So that's just my brief summary of what I experienced in HTC program. And this program, it has not only impacted me like in a financial manner, but even personal growth. That's something that I've experienced in this program, and it's valuable. And to me, it is valuable, because personal growth, if you're stuck in life and you don't know how to move beyond where you're from, or what goals you've set for yourself, how to achieve them, actually this program and Dan Lok teaches you to take action. That's another thing that I forgot to mention. Taking action. You're not going to get anywhere if you're not taking action. Constant action and being persistent in taking action. So that's one of the things that we also learn in this program. And at the end of the day, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It needs you to put in a lot of work where you have to sacrifice something so that you can get to be the best closer you are, or whatever you're aspiring to be, depending on what you want. And without taking action and being persistent, it's likely that you're not going to get results. So if you're determined, if you're confident that you want this bad enough, I'd say this is the program for you. So thank you, Dan Lok, and thank you to the HTC team as well, the guys behind the scene. This has been a tremendous and a valuable journey for me and my husband, and I'm so grateful that Dan Lok actually led us into this program.